Hi, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. You're watching Farm Pretty with an easy, simple, easy and fun. In this video, I'm going to learn about the 5 sense organs, that is eye, nose, tongue and ear and also skin. In this video, I have detailed explained about each and everything. First, let us see about tongue. Tongue is the primary organ of gestation. It is located in the floor of the mouth. So, tongue has two muscles. One is intrinsic and eccentric. So, while you're talking, your tongue is moving up and down, right? This is what intrinsic muscle. And if you see your tongue in the mirror, you can see a small tissue that is attaching the tongue to the lower floor of the mouth, right? So, that is what eccentric muscle. Eccentric muscle is used for manipulation, that is chewing and swallowing. So, just imagine you're eating a sweet. So as soon as you keep the sweet in your mouth, you can just taste the sweetness very soon because the sweetness buds are present at the tip of the tongue. The same way you can taste the sourness on the lateral aspects of the tongue, salty on the tip and sides of the tongue, and bitter at the back side of the tongue, and umami on the pharynx of the tongue. So and also while you're tasting, how can you find this taste? Have you ever wondered why this is happening? So this is because of an element called taste buds. So we are going to discuss about taste buds. Have you ever wondered why what people are eating something else? They usually say something is wrong in that food, right? It is not spicy, it is not salty. That is because in old age, any taste buds they generate and the taste sensitivity decreases. So taste bud is more in children, and in adult you have 10,000 taste buds. So now you're adult, right? So you have 10,000 taste buds and its diameter is 50 micron to 70 micron. So these taste buds are just oval bodies and it is located mostly at the papillae of tongue. So there are many types of papillae such as filiform, folliculate, funiform, circulativity, papillae are present in your tongue. So while you are watching your tongue in the mirror, you can just see a mushroom-shaped structure in the front side, right? That is what funiform. At the back of the funiform, you have filiform papillae, and at the back you have circulated papillae, and at the back and the side of the tongue you have folliculate. So this is was the papillae that is present in your tongue. So next is the structures of taste buds. So taste bud is a bundle of taste receptor cells. They are mainly grouped into 4 types, that is type 1, type 2, type 3 and type 4. Type 1 and type 4 are the supporting cells. Type 3 are the taste receptor cells, and this 1, 2 and 3 has a microvilli that opens to epithelium. All the cells or taste buds are surrounded by epithelial cells. The opening present in the taste buds are called taste pores. So as you get old, you lose your sense of tasting, right? That stage is called ageusia. And before that stage, you usually get reducing in the taste sensation, right? That stage is called hypogeusia. So some may have from the little age itself, they usually lost their sense of tasting. That is called taste blindness. So you usually have seen in some of the movies, right? So they usually lost the taste of sensation while they are very small. And then a stage where you always get disturbs in the taste, right? When it is sweet, you usually feel salty. So this is called digestia. Next is the function of tongue. The function of tongue consists of masculation, swallowing, help to clean the teeth, speaking, gastration receptor for responsible for taste sensation, etc. So next is the physiology of gestation or tasting. So how you are getting the sense of taste. So just imagine you are keeping a tablespoon of sugar into your mouth. As soon as you keep the tastin into your mouth, this tastin is dissolved in saliva so that you can get a contact with the plasma membrane of a gustatory has that is present in your pharynx and larynx. Usually while this process are happening, they will be producing a potential, right? So here also the same way, receptor potential is produced through the receptor of taste buds. This action potential, that is receptor potential, produce a impulse. As usual, there is a potential means they will usually produce impulse, right? So this impulse is called sensory impulse, which enters through facial nerve. So you have more nerves in your facial structures. So this impulse just directly passes into your facial nerves. Then it enters into the glossopharyngeal nerves and agonous nerves. And this sensory signals passes to taste center in medulla oblongata. We have already learned in the central nervous system, medulla oblongata is for taste, then emotion, right? So this is passed to the medulla oblongata. Then it reaches to brain and the sense of taste is happening. So this is what the process which happens in a minute second as soon as you just keep a tablespoon of sugar. As soon as you keep that, you can taste that. So next one is the nose. So just comment what is your favorite smell you like. So first of all, let us learn about the anatomy of the nose. Actually, you have already learned the nose in the respiratory system, I think so. So that you can directly copy here. What you have learned there, you can directly copy here too. So actually nose has two structure, that is internal and external. So external nose has a visible face and it formed by bones and hyaline cartilage. So this cartilage includes septal cartilage, lateral cartilage and alar cartilage. And there is a two opening in your nose, right? External nose, that is called nostrils or external nose. So this nose is a specialized organ which is present between the forehead and the upper lip. Internal structure has a septum called nasal septum that divides the left and right nose, and then anterior portion of the nasal cavity is called vestibule, and it is an highly vesicular because it is lined by a ciliated columnar epithelium. The space between the internal nose is called the nasal cavity. The wall of nasal cavity is called condyle. The anterior portion of nasal cavity is called vestibule. That is the starting of nasal cavity is called vestibule. Groove-like passageway in between the condyle is called megaris. The both increase the surface area and trap water droplets during expiration that prevents the dehydration of the nasal cavity. And this has an olfactory epithelium in the superior nasal condyle. This olfactory epithelium has the mucous membrane capillaries and pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium in it, which has more goblet cells. Okay, as the goblet cells are present, you always know that goblet cells will secrete the mucus, right? So it will be responsible for the secretion of mucus, so that they will be serve as a inosine, that is the trapping of large particles of foreign particles are trapped in it. And there are three types of olfactory epithelium, that is olfactory receptor, supporting cell and basal cells. So next is the physiology of olfactory. How you can sense the smell. So I think you already commented about your favorite scent or perfume, right? So how you are spelling that? Just imagine you are keeping your favorite scent in front of your nose. As soon as you keep the scent in front of your nose, this odorant bind with the olfactory receptor. As we know, the receptor is produced, they will be generating the action potential. But for generating the action potential, we need sodium ions. This is produced by activating the adenated xylase, and this will open the sodium channel. You can get the sodium ions. So as soon as this action potential is produced, so this will be generating the impulse from the olfactory bulb and transmitted to the olfactory nerve. We need a nerve for this transmission, right? So it will be transmitted to olfactory nerve. As soon as it reaches the olfactory nerve, you can just sense the smell. So you cannot imagine, right, this one, because it happens in a minute second. Next we can learn about the disorders of nose, that is the olfactory sensation. If someone lost their sensation, that is inability to sense of the smell, they are called anose rhinitis. If someone have reduced power of sensation, then they are called hyposemia. And if someone has increased sensation, they are called hyposemia. This hyposemia usually happens due to brain injury or neurological condition. Next is about ear. So So can you hear my sound? It is due to the vibration of sound in the ear. So the anatomy of ear consists of three types: the external ear, middle ear and inner ear. The external ear is further divided into three types: auricle, external auditory canal and eardrum. So which you look from outside, right, a movable part, that is called auricle or pinna. So it is a movable elastic cartilage. So it is in a wide, right, and it is covered by skin. So it has a rim of a helix structure, right? You can see in this picture there is a helix structure where the man is touching, right? So that it is next to the helix and the helix, and then external auditory canal. So it is just inside. You can just see a shaped structure. The man is keeping finger on that. That's a shaped structure. So that is about 2.5 centimeter long, and then temporal membrane. So that is just inside. Just you can see that inside you have a small space, right? That is mainly transparent membrane. Then is the middle ear. So middle ear consists of three. The middle ear also consists of three. That is menellus, hinges and spatula. Through middle ear only the sound travels, and you can just hear the vibration in the middle ear. So this melanges is the hammer-shaped bone which you can see from the outer side, right? There is a hammer-shaped structure. When you keep your finger into your ears, you can see that. And then is the incus. Incus is the middle portion of the middle ear. That is apple-shaped bone. And then you have a spatulus, which is the medial stirrup-shaped bone. This next to the incus. And next is the inner ear structure. It is also called as rabbinath. It is the main portion for hearing the sound waves. It consists of mainly two main parts, that is outer bony rabbinath, inner membrane labyrinth. As the sound wave enters, how you are hearing the sound? So just we can jump into the physiology of hearing. The sound waves in the air are collected by pinna or auricle. Then it passes to the external auditory canal, and this sound waves will strikes into the eardrum. So as soon as when you're drumming, right, there will be a vibration in it. The same way here also the vibration is produced, and this will pass to the middle part of the ear. At the end of the middle part of the ear, you have a staples, right? This will push the oval window in and out. That will produce a vibration. So this oval window's vibration then passes to organs of cortico. Then this cortico has some hair cells in it. So this will produce the receptor potential. As soon as the receptor potential is produced, this will produce the nerve impulse. This will transmit the auditory nerves, and then you can hear the sounds in the air. This all happens in a minute seconds. And if you can't hear the sound, we call that as deafness. And if you hear any ringing sound in your ear, that is called tinnitus. Next is about eye. So eye is mainly for visual, right? So first of all, let us learn about the anatomy of eye. Some may have learned about eye in your school days in physics subject. So here you will learn detailing and more clearly about eye. So let me explain the basic structure of eye. So eye consists of eyeball and accessory system. The accessory system consists of eyelid, eyelash, eyebrow, which mostly girls usually decorates their eyes, right? That other parts are accessory systems. The eyeball consists of retina, cornea, ciliary body, iris and cornea. So you can just see through the naked eye too. So just go in front of the mirror and watch your eye. There will be a ball, black color at the middle, right? That is called iris. At the inside of the iris, there is a one dark hole-like structure, right? That is called pupil. And there is a biconvex in your eye slide. That is called as lens. The transparent layer in your eyes is called lens. Then the transparent coat that covers the colored iris alone is called cornea. Then white of the eye is called sclera. Then this retina is present at the innermost layer of your eye. Then there is a two important parts, that is rods and cones, which is used to see the objects clearly. Rods are responsible for the vision in the dim light, whereas cones are responsible for the vision in the bright light. Photosensitive receptors present in the rods are called rhodopsines and in cones are called indocines. So we usually do an experiment in our school days. We usually focus on a plus or dot for a long time. We usually have an invisible part in that, right? That is called blind spot, where there is no rods and cones. So the image focus at blind spot is not visible. So exact center of the retina is called as yellow spot. So there is a yellow spot, yellowish pigment color is present in it. So it is also called macula lutea. So then we can learn about how we can see the image clearly. So eye usually converts the light waves into electrical signal from retina, which is the visual center of the cerebral cortex, so that you can see the object clearly. This is done by two steps, that is retinal image formation and visual formation. The retina image formation is done by four steps, that is refraction of light waves, accommodation of lens, contraction and dilution of pupils, and convergence. So as the light waves enter into your eyes, this is refracted, that is bending of light waves happen. Then the ability of lens to change the shape to focus the image is called accommodation. So this will contract the ciliary muscle which helps to see the near vision. When it relaxes, we can see the far vision. And then the amount of light entering eye will depends on the contraction and dilution. And at loss, convergence will be happening. So next we can see the physiology of vision. That is the visual pathway. So here the retinal image formation will be take place. So first the light will enter through cornea. So this pupil and iris will regulate the amount of light. That is the refraction of light waves. This will be regulated. The light waves will be regulated. Then it passes to the aqueous humor, that is lens and venous humors. Then this light will enter to the retina. As the light enter, there will happen accommodation, that is the changing the shape to focus the image. Then we have learned, right, when the object is seen by our eyes, that will be turned into the upside down in pinhole camera, right? You can see that is turned into upside down. The same way the image is focused on retina. Then this will stimulate the receptor, that is called photoreceptor in retina. So then this will send impulse to the optic nerve. From the left and right eye, you can receive this optic nerve's impulse. Then these both will be joined at a center or crossing point is called the optic clysoma. So this will be having the impulse, then it passes to the optic tract. Then it reaches the genicular body of thalamus. Then we can see the object clearly, which after reaching the impulse to our brain. So it is not like upside down, it is just straight, right, while you are seeing. This is because of the pinhole camera. You have learned about the pinhole camera, right? Next is the diseases of eye. If there is a disorder due to the refractive error, then we call as short-sightedness or long-sightedness, that is myopia and hypermetropia or presbyopia. So next we can learn about the skin. So skin, its weights about 4.5 to 5 kg. The skin is the largest organ present in our body. It is just protect our body, and also one who treat for our treatments of skin related to skin, they are called dermatology. Skin is also known as the cutaneous membrane or integrate membrane. So it covers the external surface of the body and is the largest organ of our body. So the anatomy of our skin is structurally divided into two types. One is epidermis and dermis. So epidermis is the superficial layer of our skin. So it is mainly consists of four principles, that is keratinocytes, melanocytes, larynnocells and Merkel cells, because it composed of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So it consists of keratinocytes. As in the name, keratinocytes consists of keratin, which protect the cells from harmful chemicals, and melanocytes which gives color to the skin, and Merkel cells which involves the touch sensation. And next is the layers of epidermis. Layer mainly consists of 5, that is stratum basilis, stratum spinanum, stratum granulosum, stratum lucidum, stratum corneum. As in the name, stratum basilis is the base that is very deep inside our skin, and it also known as stratum germantium. And above this stratum basilis, stratum spinanum is present, which support and protect the skin. And above the stratum spinalis, stratum granulosum is present, which has keratin in it. Stratum lucidum is consists of 4 to 6 layers of clear, flat, dead keratinocytes with large amount of keratin. And next is stratum corneum. It is the outermost layer where we have the hair, and you can see through a naked eye too. And it consists of dead cells in it. So next is dermis. So dermis is a true skin, that is the second or deeper thick layer of the skin. It mainly consists of 2 regions, papillary region and reticular region. Next, the other axillary system or structure of skin is hair and nails. Hair has a dermal root which is like onion shaped structure, and we also call that as hair bulb. Through hair pores, we have some skin glands that will excrete it out, like sebaceous gland, subauricular gland and serenous gland are secreted out to the outer body. We all know that sebaceous gland will secrete the oily substance called sebum. So it is in large size and abundant in scalp and neck and breast. And next is subauricular gland, which is a sweat gland. So release of sweat through the body, that is about 3 to 6 million sweat glands are present on the skin. There are mainly 2 types of sweat glands, that is echocrine sweat gland, apocrine sweat gland. So echocrine will release the sweat into the skin through sweat pores, and apocrine will release the sweat into the skin through hair follicles. Next is ceramidous gland. So the ceramidous gland is a sweat gland in the external ear, that is like waxy secretion in our ear, right? That is because of ceramidous gland. So next is nails. You can just see through a naked eye, right? So nails are like plates of tightly packed and hard dead cells. So it is just like keratinized epidermal cells are covered in it. So each nail consists of nail body, free edge and a nail root. The center of nail is at nail body, and at end of that is called nail edge, and in the root is called nail roots. The function of skins are thermoregulation, protection, reticular sensation, excretion, absorption and synthesis of vitamin D from the sunlight, and storage of function, secretory function. So this is what the function of skins. And next we can see about the disorders of skins. If the skin turns reddish, itching and welling and inflammation in the skin means we call that as dermatitis. That is the inflammation in our skin. This is because of some of the allergic reaction in your body. This mostly takes place in hands and feet. If the inflammation is in other part of this body, we call that as eczema. So this is because of this thickening or hardening of skin. This can be noticed by patches of red, blistering, dry, itching of skin. If your hands was in extreme cold, your hands will turn to reddish and it causes frostbite. So this is a local distraction of skin and subauricular tissue on exposure to extreme cold. And if it is a bluish appearance on the mucous membrane, that is nails and in the skin occurs in the blood, then this is called cyanosis. If the reddish of the skin occurs due to the enlargement of capillaries, then we call it as edema. And the paleness of skin is called pallor, and skin cancer also consists of this disease. I think you have clearly understand about the topic. So thank you for watching my channel. Follow my channel for more videos related to pharma courses, and don't forget to subscribe my video for more information. And also tata bye bye from me. Thank you for watching my channel. See you in my next video. So subscribe my video and click the bell icon.